Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to get into pricing your home for sale. We talked last week about whether you're listing or you were staying in your house, things to do, but let's get into how do you price your house to sell before you list?
Well, first of all, get your professional opinion. It's always really good to evaluate all comparables. Within the last 6 months, if it is a unique house, you can go back to a year. But here on Long Island, we're really school district driven,
right,
which is very unique.
Right. And regarding comparables, there's no perfect match to your house. So it's recent sales in the same school district, and the characteristics of the house that are similar. There is never going to be a perfect comparable. So we get a lot of times from sellers, well, that's not like my house. No, it isn't. Nothing is going to be like your house. So, and let's talk about Zillow.
Well, these estimates, a lot of these buyers, put a lot of buyers and sellers, they focus on Zillow, and it's a Zestimate. It's not the most accurate information out there.
It's really not accurate at all. So really just forget about what Zillow says your home is worth. Let's just get that off the table, that it's really insignificant. And also now regarding pricing, of course, like we talked about last week too, condition of your house is very important, and also things that you've improved your house. But you can't price your house on what you paid for it and how much you put into it.
No, it really is. It's about now. It's about the current market. It's about supply and demand. You really have to evaluate this with a professional and come up with a really good strategy.
Yes. Inventory, and depending on not only the area that you're
supply and demand is huge,
but it's the price range, because seller's market, buyer's market, it's very important to determine what type of market your home is in that price range. We do those statistics monthly, so we know whether the price range of the house that we're looking at for an opinion of value is in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market.
Very true. We like educating people.
Yes. So it's not about, we always say, it's not what you want to hear, it's about what you need to hear. So it's just very important to get it right at the beginning.
It's so true, because right at the beginning, it's like a brand new movie. And when you price something completely on target, you will know within the first 2 weeks if it is what the market is calling for.
If you're not getting showings, if the phone isn't ringing, you really have to evaluate and make a price reduction within, I'd say, the first month. It's
so
just important to react to the market, be on top of what's going on, not only in the market, the world. You really have to be tuned in, and your realtor has to be tuned in and keep you up to date so you can react quickly. You don't want your listing
to get stale.
Yeah.
Because right out of the gate, if you're not getting phone calls from agents, you're not getting calls from buyers, the market is telling us something. So we have to evaluate that very carefully.
Right. And if you are hearing offers, we always say,
the first
offers are typically the best
Work
offers.
it to you.
It's very important. A lot of times, sellers will say, oh, well, if I got that, if I wait longer, I will even get a better offer. When typically we find the first offers are the best. So keep that in mind. The market always corrects itself.
It sure does. Look, if you do a compelling strategy, you may get 12, 15 offers and a ton of showings, but that is something that you really need to make sure that your trusted advisor knows how to work a bidding war.
Right. There are different strategies you can take when selling your home. So those are things you want to go over with your broker and determine as a team how you want to go about this. And you really should get it right, as close as you can to get it right. None of us have a crystal ball, but you need to really fine-tune the price.
Yeah.
So we hope that was helpful. And if you have any further questions,
wash your hands, stay clean. If you go to open houses, please make sure you're not sick. And if you're looking in this time, because let's talk about coronavirus. While you go into an open house, seriously, just make sure you're a serious buyer and you're just not there just looking around.
Right. Everyone be safe, and we'll see you again. We have a couple more vlogs in this season.
Two more left, right? Just 2 more left.
is about pricing your home for sale.
Yeah.
Make it. I think that I said it yesterday, didn't I? So
Exhausted. Already I'm exhausted. Are you filming us right now?
oh.
No live audience today, everybody. We're
No open
taking our
houses.
precautions.